My name is Ingo Heidbrink. I'm professor of history at Old Dominion University in Norfolk, Virginia. Currently, I'm a Carson Fellow here at the Rachel Carson Center in Munich. And I'm a maritime historian who is at the moment working on environmental history and with a special focus on the Arctic regions and Arctic environmental history. My research topic is industrialization of Greenland and risk acceptance in the context of the industrialization of Greenland. Means basically the relation of being exposed to the extreme nature you can find on Greenland and the acceptance of economic risks or even personal risks in the context of industrialization. The Greenlandic society is normally seen or recognized as a society of hunters and fishermen, and therefore the traditional risk of risk acceptance in Greenlandic society is a risk related to nature. Today the risk is a complete different setting. Means today we are talking about an industrial investment project for an aluminium smelter on Greenland. We are talking building a hydropower station. Means we are talking about multi-million-dollar investments in a society of only 60,000 people. And the risk means today accepting a financial risk. Means if those investments might end up not being so successful as estimated, or maybe even failing, then there will be the problem of enormous financial losses for the Greenlandic society. And finally, this risk seems to be more likely to be accepted than in most other Western societies. The industrial history of Greenland started in the 1850s with one mine, a mine for cryolite. Cryolite is a mineral that's needed for the reduction of aluminium, or for the production of aluminium. And it was the only known natural deposit of cryolite on Greenland. Therefore, the early aluminium industry of the globe was depending on this deposit. And then during the 1940s, in particular in the context of Second World War, this deposit became, for obvious reasons, very important, and the US became interested, or not only interested, the US basically took over control of the mine. And at the same time as the colonial mother nation of Greenland, Denmark, was occupied by the Germans, the US stepped in for the supplies of Greenland during the war. And means there was a rapid modernization of Greenlandic society during the 1940s. Up to a certain degree, it seems to be the fact that Greenlandic society, or at least certain groups inside Greenlandic society, are again expecting such a miracle based on the aluminium industry. Thinking about the relation between the past and the future in the Greenlandic context, hopefully, will tell people that it's a very fragile economic environment, in the sense that they are normally dealing with only one resource, regardless if it was cryolite or if it might be the aluminium smelter in the future, or maybe even the oil industry. So they are very fragile when a multinational company starts to operate in these areas.